A good Wednesday morning, everyone. This is Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for this Wednesday, January the 11th. Well, we are a third of the way through January, the first month of 2023. And I guess we often ask ourselves at this point, what have I done? What have I done? Have I lived up to my New Year's resolutions, to the things I wanted to do? But I want to absolutely put into your mind today that it's not what we have done, it's how we have done it. How we have done it. And with that in mind, I'd ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Mark, chapter 1, verses 29 to 39. On leaving the synagogue, Jesus entered the house of Simon and Andrew with James and John. Simon's mother-in-law lay sick with a fever. They immediately told him about her. He approached, grasped her hand, and helped her up. Then the fever left her, and she waited on them. When it was evening, after sunset, they brought to him all who were ill or possessed by demons. The whole town was gathered at the door. He cured many who were sick with various diseases, and he drove out many demons, not permitting them to speak because they knew him. Rising very early before dawn, he left and went off to a deserted place where he prayed. Simon and those who were with him pursued him, and on finding him said, "Everyone is looking for you." He told them, "Let us go to the nearby villages, that I may preach there also. For this purpose I have come." So he went into their synagogues, preaching and driving out demons throughout the whole of Galilee. For this purpose I have come, is what Jesus said. For this purpose. And as I said in my intro, we live our lives with different intentions of having a purpose and what that purpose is. And some of us, like myself, we change our decisions on what that purpose or vocation is going to be. I worked for Bell Atlantic. I worked in labor relations. I worked in sales. I worked in the Archdiocese of Newark, and I was almost like a chief operating officer there and had many departments. I'm a motivational speaker. I've written books. I'm not telling you all of this because, bragging, far from it. I feel I have much more to do. I'm telling you all this because I think you share this with me. A lot of us have done a lot of different things, and then we wonder, what is my purpose? What am I going to do? What am I going to do in this new year? But I believe that the gospel today tells us something different. The gospel today tells us it's not what we do, it's how we do it, how we go about it. Consider how the gospel evangelist Mark portrays this to us. He tells us at the end of the gospel that Jesus went up to the mountain and prayed and then said, "Yes, this is my purpose. I'm going to preach in synagogues." But he did it all right after he reached out to others with compassion and care. If it wasn't about the compassion and care and reaching out, and he makes note of saying he reached out and grasped the mother-in-law's hand. He reaches out to others. Without doing that, then Jesus is not nearly as effective or popular. It is about his compassion integrated into his purpose. And we can do the same. So what is our resolution? Let's say it's going to the gym. Let's not go to the gym with our head down and a bad attitude. Let's go to the gym with a reaching out to others mentality, with a I'm going to be pleasant to others this morning mentality. If it was, let me start being, I'll throw this out there, a substitute in school. Let's not go with the attitude of I'm going to do this because I need to make the money and this is the best job I could find. No, let's do it with the attitude of, I'm going to really try to make a difference in the students' lives. Whatever the case may be, we can very easily overlap an attitude of compassion and caring into whatever purpose we have decided to pursue. And that is what the gospel, I believe, tells us today. And I feel it's a very important message for us today to really listen to, because it will, as our intention is in these reflections, it will absolutely raise our level of consistent joy in our life and peace for us and for others. Well, my friends, that's my message for you today. I'm hoping, as always, it was helpful for you. I always look forward to your comments, your thoughts. I always appreciate you being here with me. We are up to over 100 people at least every day listening in, and that really makes me happy that we have gathered that many, and we will gather more. And I have plans to gather more so that we can absolutely bring peace and compassion to all creation, especially the animals we share this planet with. I wish you all a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you back here probably around the same time tomorrow, around 7:30. I do have a pretty full morning, so I'm probably going to record a little bit earlier tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Take care.